Jenny McCarthy Show.
Oh! Welcome back to the Jenny McCarthy Show. I'm Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg. Black Label Society, new album, Grimmest Hits, available January 19th, 2018. Will embark on a North American tour this winter in support of its upcoming album, Grimmest Hits. Zakk Wylde, welcome.
Jen, what's happening? What's
How the hell
going
are
on?
you? Happy fucking holidays to you.
Well, just like that intro, it said, I want to express myself and let it all hang out. I tell Barb that every time we go into the bedroom. But then little Sabatini comes in there, and there will be no funny business. There will be no sex in the champagne room. No.
Has anyone told you that you look like a rock and roll Santa? Because you kind of do.
Oh, yeah, that's what I I'll put it this way. When I come on home off the road, when we're going for it, she's just, she's like, oh, Frank, Barb, it's me. It's Zakk. Tom, Joe, whatever. Just don't stop. I'm almost there.
Maybe you're ho-ho.
But hey, listen, she's happy and she's smiling, and that's all that matters.
I loved hearing that. When is the last time you did clean shave your face?
Probably after I did that Rockstar movie with Mark.
Really?
Yeah, without a doubt.
Wow.
With when we did that thing. So, because at the end of the movie, I had to shave every day when we did the movie, but it was just at the end of the movie they did this thing of where are they now type thing. And I guess I had this big beard I had to wear, just pretty much like what I got now. So but I remember doing it, and I just go, because I had to put it on every day for the scenes, and I was just like looking at myself. I go, I look like a complete jackass with this thing on. I'm definitely going to grow this out once this movie's over. So the funny thing is, our younger kids, well, they're 25 and 24 now, the oldest ones, they know me when I didn't have the facial hair. But our 15-year-old and the 5-year-old only know me as this.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
I know David grows his out, and we like it because when he shaves, he looks like a sexual assaulter.
Well, it looks like you're sleeping with a different guy all the time. You see what I'm saying? So you just, keeps
well, that's
it
why
fresh.
I changed my hair for my husband. I'll dye it so I look like he's with
so you're
20 different people.
With a completely different chick, man.
Same vagina though, different hair.
Yeah, same kung fu grip. That's the dead giveaway right there.
What kind of presents do people actually buy you? I'm interested to know.
The fellas in the band, obviously,
they know you.
Anything between 14 to 18-inch dildos, stuff like that. They're just, and I go, obviously, fellas, I prefer 20, but
What do fans bring you? Because Donnie gets filled with gifts. I'm looking at you. I'm like, what do they bring you?
No, actually, some of them are like really cool. Really, whether it's cool stuff. Stuff that really cool memorabilia, or dime bag stuff, St. Dime, cool stuff from Dime, and then, or, just stuff that you're into, whether it's like St. Rose, like Randy Rhoads, cool stuff. And then,
you're right.
Zeppelin stuff, or Jimmy Page stuff, or, but, or Sabbath stuff, stuff like old, torn posters or so, cool stuff like that. Or else, then, a big fist or, a massive dildo, and just go, this is what I think of you, Zakk. Thank you.
Oh, my God. All right, let's talk about the album. Grimmest Hits, all about. What's about?
The lyrics are grim and there are no hits. Because people ask me, they're just like, is this a greatest hits record? I go, no. See, in order to have a greatest hits record, you've had to have hits. We don't have any hits. So therefore it can't be. It's grimmest hits.
Oh, my God, that makes me laugh.
Well, listen, you shoot low. So this way, if people listen to it and they go, this is horrendous, you go, I told you going in.
I told you. It's grimmest hits. I'm going to do that with my own career.
It's grim. Exactly.
So how long, how old when you started with Ozzy?
I was 19, right before I turned 20.
Jesus Christ.
That's when my drinking problem began. But, I drank until then, and then it was just double-fisted from that point on. But, and that's why fisting always comes up, if you notice. But yeah, just, that was the best. When I first started with the boss, I remember Sharon, who I lovingly refer to as Mom, because she's been like my mom since I've been 19 years old, so now that I'm 50. But the whole thing is she called Barbara Ann up and goes, excuse me, Barbara Ann, because I would be the only one that would hang out with Oz, because everyone else was just kind of like, I don't want to get stuck in the web and get, canned over here, because, I'm the one enabling him. But I would always hang out with him because I was just like, man, how come nobody wants to hang out with Ozzy? And then they go, jackass, you must be a rookie and you have no idea what's going on around here. So anyways, I'd hang out with the boss all the time and we'd be drinking. But the whole thing is, she goes, Barbara Ann, does Zakk have a drinking problem? She goes, oh, no, he drinks milk. She goes, not anymore, he doesn't. Well, he's got a drinking problem now. Yeah, so that's when I went, because a lot of my friends, they went to college, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. And I went to Ozzy Osbourne University, which was like Animal House on steroids. So,
I remember that because you talked about sneaking beers in a bathroom so Sharon wouldn't see.
Yeah, that was the best. I mean, and that wasn't, that wasn't that long ago. That's when we were playing live at the Budokan. And, I was just like, Zakk, you got any beers? And I'm like, because I'd always have them in my backpack and stuff like that. And I go, what are you trying to get us both fired? And he was like, I'll meet you in the bathroom. I kid you not, man. And I'm in the bathroom, and then he goes in. I was in the bathroom stall. Then I heard him come in. He was right next to me. He shut the door, and he goes, okay, Zakk. And I just slid it over. And then I heard him crack open a can of Sapporo and then just guzzled it down and then sneaks and just pushes the empty can back to me. So I could throw it in the garbage as responsible booze hounds. Because, we're responsible and we're not litter bugs. It's responsible, drinking.
What was the most shit-faced you've got with him?
Oh, plenty of times on that one. But I mean,
is there one, though, because I've got a few that are like, that go on the Hall of Fame.
I mean, well, but put it this way. When we were in Prague, and I remember we were up on, Ozzy had that, I think we were up on like the 6th or 8th floor. That was the top of the building. But I remember we were getting blasted, and I remember Oz being on, with the TV show and everything like that. So, but he was just laughing about the TV show and stuff like that. And all I remember is he goes, we were looking at the TV, and he goes, man, just talking about funny stories and everything like that. And he just goes, man, I've done some crazy things, some goofy stuff. He goes, but you know what? I think something came up with throwing a TV out the window or whatever, with Zeppelin or Keith Moon or something like that. And he just goes, I've never thrown one out the window. And so I go, well, I guess we are now. And I remember, I remember it was like probably 3:30 in the morning. And I remember just pulling this TV out of the recreation center because it was still bolted. It was bolted down into the recreation center, so morons like us wouldn't be throwing it out the window. So I remember just pulled it out, and I remember Ozzy had to bust the window open because obviously maybe they might have known Rock Band was staying there, but all I remember is we held it open, and I'm holding this TV, and I remember and it wasn't a plasma TV, so it still had all the tubes in it and everything like that. So yeah. I remember I go to Oz, I go, well, Oz, I go, being once again responsible booze hounds and responsible TV throwers, I just go, make sure for the love of all things sacred and holy that there's nobody down there when we launch this TV.
Exactly. I was going to ask you that.
So, yeah, being a bunch of responsible morons, we just looked down there and there was nobody there, so we launched this TV, and by the time this thing hit the ground and it got itself impaled into the concrete, the sound that it made, though, was just like the explosion when this thing hit the ground. All I remember is me and Ozzy on the floor crying, laughing. And BT, God bless his soul, he'd been with Oz since the 70s and everything like that. He comes running up the stairs and he comes into the room and he looks out the curtain, and the curtain's blowing, kind of like, remember in The Exorcist?
Of course.
When Father Damon throws himself out the window and the curtain is just like kind of blowing there.
Exactly.
It was doing one of those, and it was just, he looked down and he could see the TV, and he just looks back at us and he goes, oh, you idiots ain't gonna get away with this one. And I was just like, BT, just we'll pay for the TV or whatever. Oh, we paid for the TV, all right. That set me back about $15,000,
right?
And for that TV, and I'm telling you right now, I could have built that TV for $15,000. I was just like, this thing better be giving you a foot massage and a scalp massage for, and fondling the man root if it's good for $15,000. And they charged us $41,000 for the room because they said they had to fix the window and they had to do some other things. Yeah, so they had us by the balls. Yeah, without a doubt. Right. I mean, put it this way, we could have cleaned that room up, and I could have bought a new TV, and nothing would have happened for probably $600.
Donnie did the same thing with his band, and he tore up he was 19, and he tore up a giant chandelier or somehow, and he got a bill for $15,000, and he asked them, he said, fine, I'll pay it, but you send me that chandelier then.
Yeah, so he's got it. He probably put it in his man cave now, and he goes, yeah, that thing set me back $15,000.
Exactly.
So, yeah, my recommendation is, no, just let's say we did it and don't do it. Yeah, I mean, but put it this way, mind you, the look on, mind you, the $41,000 for the room, the $15,000 for the ridiculous $200 TV, but the look on the boss's face, priceless.
Zakk Wylde, Black Label Side, the new album Grimmest Hits. Okay, so what is this Berserker?
Oh, the Berserkers?
Thank you. I can't pronounce.
Oh, the Berserkers? Yeah, well, that's just that's just the we lovingly refer to as our Black Label family if you're a berserker.
Got it. So the blockheads for Don.
Yeah, so you live, it's all or nothing mentality. So there, you're all either all in or you ain't. So, so you live like a berserker. So, whether you're fondling the genitalia or whether you're going to learn how to play the guitar, or whether you're going to, you're going to have a tomato garden outside, you go all in. It's all in or nothing. You know what I mean?
I love that you're back with Ozzy. I mean, it's such great news for the fans. He's announced his farewell tour. How epic is this? I mean, how many times has he announced a farewell tour? But how epic is this tour going to be?
Well, the whole thing is, because the game plan is to go out on this one. Oh, it's great being with the boss again. It's hysterical as always. So, I mean, the whole thing is, we go out for this thing until 2020, and then we start the Bad Investment Tour. Because basically the reason why we're touring right now is because Oz told me, he said, Zakk, everything you've got, everything you've made since you started with me at 19 onward, put it all down on Conor McGregor to win this fight against Mayweather. So he did and I did, and that's the reason why we're getting back together to do this tour.
Oh my God.
We're broke. We both live in a box down by the river. Oh, that's it. And so hopefully he'll get better advice from 2020 onward. You know what I mean? So we won't go back out on the Bad Investment Tour.
You are fucking hilarious. Listen, while I've got a few minutes left, I'm going to do a quick game with you. It's Zakk Wylde's Black Label Society Grimmest Hits Stores, you guys, January 19th, 2018. It's time for Jenny McCarthy's High Five. Timer's on the clock. When you're in a bad mood, what puts you in a good mood?
Fondling of the man root and just blasting her, fisting myself silly.
What is your all-time favorite TV show?
I have to go with Seinfeld on that one.
What movie gave you nightmares as a kid?
The Exorcist. I still dig The Exorcist. So great.
Me too. Terrifies me today. When is the last time you went to a library?
Wow, that's a good one. Actually, because you got Google. And I don't even need Google. I've got my wife.
Before your wife, when you were dating, what is the line you used to get the girl out of your room after you were done with her?
Do you like anal sex? That really seems to always work. I'll be leaving right about now.
You passed.
Because it's always with you guys. It's this. It feels the same way for us as it does for you, Okay, well, we'll be passing on that one.
Oh, that's totally true.
That's how it usually pans out with Barbara and her sisters. I remember all sitting around the table one day going, yeah, you guys all talking about anal sex and stuff like that. I remember one of Barbara's sisters pulled out a big cucumber from the refrigerator. They go, if we can cram this up your ass, you can have at it all day long. And we all looked at each other and go, oh, well.
I want to be around your family. There needs to be a mic.
I think I'm going to go make myself another cocktail. I'll see you in a little while.
Zakk Wylde, love talking to you. Black Label Society, congratulations on this Grimmest Hits. You guys check it out. New album.
Doll.
Come back anytime, Zakk.
Always great talking to you, Jen. Thanks, Doll.
You too. Much love to Ozzy, too. We'll be right back,
Thanks,
you guys.
baby.
Jenny McCarthy Show. Oh!